What is good, everybody? Back with some more NFL best bets. Today is a little bit different. I haven't done this in a long time. We are doing 5 NFL picks. Everything in this video is going to be NFL. If you wanted NBA, I am sorry. We are going to have some NBA picks in our VIP Discord if you guys want to sign up for that. Also, I want to show you guys what we got locked in our VIP Discord already. So I'm going to pull this up here. This is Lewis's channel. You can see every one of these links is a 6-man. So pretty much every single NFL game has a 6-man. I highly recommend, if you plan on joining VIP today, to do it soon, because those 6-mans will get bumped or removed. Games start at like 1 p.m. So I highly recommend you guys get those in. We were so close to, there was like 4 or 5 slips yesterday that were one away from getting a 25x. We ended up getting 2x's on those. So really close yesterday. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit 1 or 2 today. I'm really excited about it, and hopefully we can get us some profit today. But anyways, guys, if you do me a massive favor, drop a like on this video, hit that sub button, leave a comment. If we get 50 comments and 200 likes, I will pick a random comment to win a month of VIP. And I'm actually going to do 2 today, since today is going to be New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's to everybody tonight. And yeah, we'll pick 2 winners today. So we got to hit 50 comments, got to hit 200 likes. Make it happen. Last plug of the day. Obviously, if you want Patreon, sign up. Links in the description. But last plug of the day, I am going to say the 2 apps that we use today to help with these picks. First one is going to be for DGF Fantasy. We have a code. It is code ACES. You will get 25% off. It's an optimizer. We use it for a lot of plays. We're going to have a DGF play of the day today. Yesterday's cashed. It was Halliburton over 3.5 rebounds, or 2.5 rebounds. He cashed for us, and yeah, guys, this is DGF Fantasy. Links down in the description. Highly recommend you guys sign up. They do have something called the correlation tool that gives you correlated plays from like points and assist props and wide receivers and quarterback props. So only certain platforms that you do that, like Prizepicks does. Underdog does not. But highly recommend you guys sign up for that. Anyways, the other one is OUTLIER.bet. You get a 7-day free trial for using our link down in the description. This is the one we use to show all of the charts and stuff like that. It also gives you a percentage, pretty much an optimizer as well. But love both these platforms, and highly recommend everybody sign up for those. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into our free plays. So the first one is going to be the DGF play of the day. I've already got mine picked. We're going with our man Tua. We're going to lock him in over passing attempts. So they got him at 34. They got it at a 57.75% chance for this prop to go over. So Tua is going to be our DGF play of the day. So let's go ahead and pull it up here. Tua, we're going over passing attempts. They do have, there's the under right there. That's 35.5. So, give me a sec. I got to find passing attempts. There it is. Over 35.5. They got 51% chance. So you are getting better value right now on Prizepicks at 34. This is 35.5. I hope it didn't get bumped while I'm sitting here. So over 34.5 minus 114. At 34 though, value is way better. So you got a game right there that he cashed. So you can see Baltimore gives up 31st in the league, and they give up a lot of passing attempts at 38. So like to play a lot for our man Tua. We are going to give him a try and go with him for the DGF play of the day. So Tua, passing attempts, please be 34.5 or 34. Yep, 34. So you're getting really good value here, man. I'm telling you, lock this in while you can. It's definitely getting bumped. For sure going to get bumped. It's 35.5 on OUTLIER already. 35.5. It's a 1.5 bump already. So highly recommend you guys do it. 57% chance to at least hit this number. They're leaning towards that. And you can see all these betting platforms. None of them have them at 34. 34.5 is the lowest. They got that on Parlay Play. The rest of these sportsbook sites, like moneyline sites, they have it at 35.5, man. So I highly recommend you get it while you can. It's probably, or I would bet money on it getting bumped if I could do that. So, but that is our first play of the day, the DGF play of the day. So first real play that we come up with is going to be for our man Matthew Stafford. Like this play a lot. We did lock this one in on the Sleeper app. We got him over 1.5 passing touchdowns. So I'm gonna have to find that on here. I don't do a whole lot of videos for NFL, which I'm sure you guys know. So for me, figuring out where all these are gonna be is gonna be a challenge. But over 1.5 passing TTs, 59% chance to go over, minus 156 odds on FanDuel, minus 145 on DraftKings, minus 179 on Caesar. So if you're getting minus 180 odds for this to hit, it's probably going to hit for us. Let's go ahead and pull up his last 10. He has cashed this in 5 straight games, 6 of his last 10. On the season, he's cashed it in 6 of 14. So he's through for 2 touchdowns at least in 5 straight. He's had 3 and 4 in a lot of these. Giants have a pretty rough defense. They do give up 12th in the league. They give up over 1 passing TD per game, but they also give up 25 points per game. So I think Stafford's going to have a big, him and this Rams offense are going to have a big game tonight. I like the play. I think he's going to get at least 2 passing TDs tonight, and I'm going to be locking him in over 1.5. So it is on the Sleeper app. We'll pull him up over here on Underdog. It may not even be on Underdog, honestly. We'll try. Stafford. They do have fantasy score on Underdog at 18.5 at 53.84. So if he gets the 2 passing TDs, that's going to be 14. You get 6 or 7 points for a touchdown. So a passing touchdown would be either at least 12. I think it's 7, so I think it's 14. So if he gets the 2 passing TDs, he's probably going to cash this fantasy score. So that's a good play as well. They don't have passing TDs. So for Underdog, I would substitute the passing TDs for fantasy score. Matthew Stafford over for 18 fantasy score. But I also recommend signing up for either Chalkboard or Sleeper to be able to get these passing TD plays. So they got them at 2.5. So it is bumped a little bit. I'm not gonna lock in 2.5. Obviously, that's one of those little spicy plays that has a bumped up payout. But we are gonna go with fantasy points on Underdog if you want fantasy score, which they should have fantasy score on Prizepicks as well. I don't think they're gonna have passing TDs. Yeah, they got him at 2.5. They got this 1.5. They got the Goblin. So you can lock in Stafford for a Goblin on here, which means the payout's going to be a little bit lower than the 1.7x, which it probably is on Sleeper. Let me check real quick exactly what it is on Sleeper. So yeah, it is a 1.43x value. So they have it on Prizepicks, which I'm very, very surprised about. So good job, Prizepicks. They do have fantasy score for Stafford, but it's 19.5. You get a point, a little over a point bump. So I won't take it. I go with the Goblin on Prizepicks, 1.5 passing TDs. I love this play. It's probably my favorite play of the day, or at least one of them. And highly recommend you guys lock it in while you can. Second play of the day is going to be for our man Thielen. Locking him in over receiving yards. So Adam Thielen, we got him over 43.5 receiving yards. So should be over here. 43.5. They got 52% to go over, 53 to go under. So they're leaning towards the under slightly. It is 43 minus 110 odds. He's cashed it in 5 of his last 10 games. On the season, he's cashed it in 9 of 15. So well over halfway on the season at 60%. All right, I was having some technical difficulties. So if you look at the Jaguars receiving yards allowed, 29th in the league. They give up a ton of receiving yards, 271 a game. I love this play. He's had at least 6 targets in 13 of his last 14 games. So he's getting the volume there. We should be able to go to targets over here. Okay, target. So you can see he's had at least 6 targets in 6 straight games, or in 13 of his last 14 games. Volume's going to be there. He's coming off a 94 receiving yard game against Green Bay. He only needs 36 yards to reach 1,000 on the season. So huge night for him. I think he's going to get at least 36, and I think he's going to cash this for us anywhere, at least 44. He's definitely going to go for that 1,000 yards. I can see it happening. Jacksonville, like I said, 29th in the league in receiving yards. They give up a lot. So love this play. Got to lock in their man Adam Thielen over 43.5 receiving yards. I will pull him up on the DGF, but DGF is definitely going to have him leaning towards the under. So, well, I was incorrect on that. So they have it leaning towards the over, which I'm happy about. So 43.5, 50.49. I mean, obviously still like one of those coin flip plays. If it ain't over like a 52.5%, it's kind of a coin flip, which even at 52.5 is still kind of a coin flip. But I like this play a lot. 50.49. They are leaning towards the over, which makes me feel a little bit better too. Thielen, 43.5 receiving yards. You can lock it in right here on Underdog and get the same value. And then I would assume Prizepicks should have it the same. You can get 24.5 if you really wanted to. So if you want to play it safe, man, grab the Goblin, dude. 24.5 receiving yards. Can't complain with that at all. That's pretty much a lock. It's half. I ain't gonna say it's a lock. I mean, if he don't catch a ball, then we're just gonna miss. But 24.5, I think he's definitely gonna smash that. Like I said, I think he's going for 1,000, so I think he's gonna get at least 36 regardless. So I like to play a lot. Gotta lock him in. And if you want to take the Goblin at 24.5, I wouldn't blame you, not even a little bit. So Adam Thielen over 43.5 receiving yards. And then next two plays, I know these two are locked in on Prizepicks because this is why I locked them in. We're going with our man Baker Mayfield, and we're going to be locking him in over passing yards, over 236. So one of those passing yards, there it is, over 236.5. 53 to go over, 53 to go under. This is one of those coin flip plays. It is even odds, so minus 115. You can see cashed it in 7 of his last 10 games on the season. He's cashed it at 9 of 15, which is 60%. Now, looking at passing defense, they don't give up many passing yards, 7th in the league. They only give up 194, but I still like this play. It's a big game. They can clinch the NFC South in this game if they win. So Baker's been throwing well his last 2 weeks. He threw for 283 and 381 in his last 2 games. He threw for 246 in New Orleans earlier this season. So I think he's going to have another solid outing tonight. I like the play. You can see the game earlier this season is on October 1st. New Orleans 246. So I think he can get it tonight. I think he's going to get it tonight. Like the play a lot. I think Baker Mayfield's going to come out throwing well, and I like this play. So Mayfield, pull it up on DGF real quick. Passing yards, they're leaning towards the under, so they got 49.37 to go under or over, and 50.63 to go under. So they're definitely leaning towards the under on this one. I can see it from both perspectives, obviously, but I'm leaning towards the over. I trust my gut on these plays, and that's what I'm going for. If you want to fade it, you can do so. 236.5 for Baker Mayfield, locked in on Underdog. Underdog has had every single play so far. Well, they didn't have the 1.5 touchdowns. They didn't have fantasy score instead, which is fine. But let's go ahead and pull up Mayfield over here on Prizepicks. So you can lock in the 199.5 Goblin if you wanted. I'm just gonna put the Goblins on here just for the safer version. This is the safer version of plays. Obviously, payouts aren't as good, but you can see 3 plays on this. If that's 4 plays, payout's going to be $60. So payouts are shifted. Definitely not getting the value you want when it comes to payouts on these, but they are a lot safer. 236.5 is the original line. I would lock that in if I were you. That's the one I like, but 199.5 is the safer play, and I think he's going to get 200 for sure. I don't see him going less than 200. If he does, I'd be really surprised. But Baker Mayfield over 236.5 is what we locked in. So next play of the day, 5th and final play. We're going with our man Sam Howell, and we're going to be locking him in under passing yards. So we got him under 234.5, 53 to go under, 53 to go over. Another coin flip play, pulling up the under. He has been under in 4 of his last 10, and then on the season, 6 of 15, so 40% on both of those. So he has obviously been over more than he's been under this season, but he's been benched the last 2 weeks, man. Brissett's been named the starter earlier in the week, but he's been having some hamstring tightness, so he's probably going to sit tonight. And I don't think this is one of those get-right spots for our man Howell. Looking at his last 3 games, 127, 103, 56, I don't think this is going to be the one playing against the 49ers defense. I think this 234 is going to be a little bit high. Yes, San Francisco they do give up middle of the pack in passing yards, 222 a game. I don't think Howell's putting up these numbers against them. So I like this play. He's been playing bad, and I'm going to be leaning towards the under for our man Sam Howell. We'll go ahead and pull it up over here on DGF. You guys know the drill by now. Pass yards under 234.5, 49%, leaning towards the over slightly, and it's one another coin flip pretty much. Like I said, anything less than if it's under 51%, I mean it's pretty much a coin flip based off odds. So this is when you get to trust your gut. I trust my gut. He's going under. Gonna be locking in our man Sam Howell under 234.5 passing yards. So only under today that I have locked in so far. Pull it up on Prizepicks real quick for you guys. Howell. 234.5 locked in under. So those are our plays for today, guys. So we got our man Tua over 34 passing attempts. This is probably getting bumped. Like I said, get it while you can. We got Matthew Stafford over 1.5 passing TDs. You can get him fantasy score on Underdog if that's what you want. 1.5 passing TDs is the play that we took though, so I would highly recommend that one instead. And then Adam Thielen 43.5 receiving yards over. Baker Mayfield, 236.5 passing yards over, and then Sam Howell, 234.5 passing yards, locking in the under. So those are our 5 plays. Hopefully, we can sweep the boards. Make sure you guys go sign up for our VIP. It is on our Patreon, $25 a month. You get every single play. I've already showed you guys. We have like 10 6-mans already locked in. Now, I'm not going to say one of them's going to hit, but we've hit 90% of the days in this month so far. We've hit at least 0.16, man. There's been a couple days where we cashed 2, so highly recommend you guys sign up. Anyways, guys, if you want a free month, you can sign up through one of our partnered apps. You got Sleeper, Underdog, Chalkboard. Use any one of those. Let me know in Discord, Ryan, Fantasy Aces. Send me a message. I'll get you your free month of VIP. But anyways, hope you guys have an amazing day. Have a happy new year tonight. Enjoy your night, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.